Bonjour and welcome back to French Fast Track, the podcast that tastes as good as it sounds. I'm David.
And I'm Emma. David, I'm feeling hungry just reading our title today. We are talking about the best part of French culture, the food.
Absolutely. Food vocabulary is essential, and it's also the most fun to learn. Our hook today is this. Did you know that the word restaurant is a French word that means restoring food? And it was first used in France in the 18th century? France literally invented the modern restaurant.
That's amazing. And speaking of inventions, today we dive into 3 iconic French foods that everyone needs to know. Le croissant, la crêpe, and le fromage. It's a French culinary dream team.
We'll teach you what they are, how to pronounce them perfectly, and some simple sentences to talk about them. Get ready to add some delicious words to your French vocabulary. Bon appétit to your brain!
Let's start with the king of breakfast, le croissant. David, what is the key to perfect croissant pronunciation?
The key is the rolled R sound, but even more importantly, the end of the word. It's not croissant, it's croissant. That second S is silent, and it has a lovely nasal sound at the end. Croissant.
And remember, croissant is a masculine noun. Un croissant. You use un for it. It means crescent, which perfectly describes its shape.
The best way to talk about a croissant is to say how much you love it. You can say, J'adore le croissant. I love the croissant.
If you want to buy one, remember the phrase from our previous episode, Je voudrais un croissant, s'il vous plaît. See how all your lessons connect? You're building a tower of French skills.
Now let's move to something a bit flatter and just as delicious, la crêpe. Emma, why are crêpes so special?
They are special because they can be sweet or savory. A crêpe is a very thin pancake, and it's feminine, une crêpe.
To get the pronunciation right, focus on the eh sound. It's like the English word crap, but without the P and with a soft R. Crêpe.
If you are ordering a sweet one, the classic is une crêpe au sucre, with sugar, or une crêpe au Nutella. If you want to talk about it, you can say, La crêpe est délicieuse. The crêpe is delicious.
If you're at a crêperie, you can ask, Vous avez des crêpes salées? Do you have savory crêpes? Salé means salty or savory. It's a great vocabulary word.
Speaking of savory, let's talk about a popular savory crêpe that is technically a galette in parts of France. La crêpe au jambon et fromage. Jambon means ham, and fromage means cheese. So, ham and cheese. That is a very classic, satisfying lunch. Jambon is masculine, fromage is masculine. The whole phrase, Je voudrais de la crêpe au jambon et fromage. This is a lot of new words at once, so just focus on the food names. Jambon, fromage.
And here's a witty tip. Never order a crêpe with fromage if you see it written as galette. The galette is traditionally made with buckwheat flour, which is savory. It's a subtle way to sound like a local.
But again, if you just say crêpe au jambon, they will understand. We are aiming for competence first, then perfection.
Now for my personal favorite, le fromage, cheese. France has over 1,000 different types of cheese, so we have to talk about it. It is the heart of the French meal. Fromage is masculine, un fromage. The pronunciation is easy. Fromage. Not too difficult.
A great question to ask in a fromagerie, a cheese shop, is quel fromage est-ce que vous recommandez? Which cheese do you recommend? That is a high-level, polite question. For a simpler start, you can just point to a cheese and say, ce fromage, c'est bon? Is this cheese good? Remember, c'est bon from our previous lessons? It works everywhere.
And here is a common mistake. Never call cheese stinky in France. You can call it fort, strong, or parfumé, fragrant. It's a sign of quality, not a complaint.
Let's talk about the meal context. When do you eat these amazing things?
Le croissant is definitely for le petit déjeuner, breakfast. You eat it in the morning, often with coffee. J'aime un café et un croissant. I like a coffee and a croissant.
La crêpe can be for a snack, un goûter, or a light meal, un déjeuner léger. You can eat it any time of day, really. They are so versatile.
Le fromage is usually eaten after the main meal, just before dessert, or as part of a light evening meal, le dîner. It is rarely eaten at breakfast.
So, if you are offered cheese in the morning, be witty and say, non merci, le fromage, c'est pour le dîner. No thanks, cheese is for dinner.
Let's try to express our general feelings about French food using simple verbs. You want to tell people you like the food.
The two main verbs are aimer, to like, love, and préférer, to prefer.
If you want to say you love French food, you say j'aime la cuisine française. La cuisine means the cooking or the food.
If you want to express a preference between our three foods, you say je préfère le croissant. I prefer the croissant.
Let's ask the listeners. Qu'est-ce que vous préférez? Le croissant, la crêpe, ou le fromage? What do you prefer? Say your answer out loud.
Let's imagine you are at a French dinner and someone asks you, qu'est-ce que tu manges? What are you eating? You could answer simply, je mange une crêpe. I am eating a crêpe. Manger is the verb to eat, and it is very useful.
You can ask the person next to you what they are eating. Qu'est-ce que vous mangez? Use vous to be polite. Now let's go a bit beyond our three main items. What is another absolute essential French food word?
Le pain, the bread. Every meal, every day. Remember the baguette from our boulangerie lesson? That is a type of pain. J'aime le pain.
Let's do a quick vocabulary review for our 3 stars and their context. I'll say the French, you repeat the word and its meaning in your head. Le croissant, breakfast pastry. La crêpe, thin pancake, sweet or savory. Le fromage, cheese. Le petit déjeuner, breakfast. Délicieuse, bon, delicious, or good. This is the core food vocabulary you need to survive and thrive. Don't be afraid to experiment with these words when you eat next. Try describing your next meal in French, even if you are just eating a sandwich. Je mange un sandwich. C'est bon. Short, simple, and perfect practice.
Remember, learning about French food is a fantastic way to boost your vocabulary because you are genuinely interested in it. If you're interested, your brain learns faster.
Exactly. Every time you see a croissant, say croissant. Every time you eat cheese, say fromage. You are turning everyday objects into French flashcards.
The French culinary world is vast and exciting, but start with these three icons. Master Croissant, Crêpe, and Fromage, and you'll be able to talk about food with confidence.
We are so proud of your dedication to learning. Keep practicing your pronunciation and your enthusiasm for the language.
That's all the time we have for today's delicious episode of French Fast Track. Merci for listening, and until next time.
Au revoir et bonne dégustation. Enjoy your tasting.